good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This taken in at the goal line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Franks. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Franks now. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Seibert able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
In motion left comes Williams. On 1st and 10, Franks. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Evans. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 3, Browns 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Franks. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Franks now to throw on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Franks looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Here we go. 10 cycles. 20. 6, 7. 3 seconds.
2nd down, Franks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Setting up play action. Franks. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Franks. Thomas has got it, complete, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Red, yellow, red, green.
On 1st down, here's Franks. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Kamara up the middle. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs, 61 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down throw. Here's Franks. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Franks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Again, Patterson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Franks now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Ready.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Patterson running between the tackles. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, Franks. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Franks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Zay Jones
from 6 yards away.
And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
61.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
80 weapon.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. It's complete to Diggs.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner. Maybe they're...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Trying to find Jamison Williams.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Franks looking to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Frank's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Touchdown, Browns.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Squeeze, get in there.
Wilson going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Option play. Here's Spiller.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Okay, break.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Again, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ready. You blasted. You don't blue.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Browns extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again is Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw is Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Black Ultra.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
White blue. Blue striker.
Franks. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Okay, ready?
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end.
Red, yellow. Smash, red.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ready, ready.
4th down, here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
In motion right is Jones.
Green. 22 middle. 10 cycles. Ready?
2nd down, Franks. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Logan Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt, Charlie.